According to statistics, a staggering 95% of people over 65 are unaware of one simple habit that could dramatically reduce their risk of chronic diseases and add years to their life. Imagine waking up each morning feeling energized, strong, and ready to enjoy your day, whether it's gardening, spending time with grandkids, or simply savoring a walk in the park. As we age, it's natural to notice a dip in energy or worry about health challenges like heart disease, diabetes, or even memory decline. But what if I told you that one easy science-backed habit could help you prevent and manage these issues while boosting your life expectancy? That's exactly what we're diving into today. This video is all about empowering you with practical, expert-approved tips to stay healthy, vibrant, and independent for years to come. We're not talking about complicated diets or grueling exercise routines. Instead, we'll explore one simple habit: eating nutrient-rich whole foods in a way that's easy to incorporate into your daily life. This approach, backed by world-leading health experts, can help prevent and manage 13 common health concerns for older adults, from high blood pressure to arthritis. By the end of this video, you'll have clear, actionable steps to feel better, live longer, and enjoy every moment. Let's get started with our first key point: understanding why this habit matters so much. The foundation of this life-changing habit is eating whole, nutrient-dense foods. Now you might be thinking, I've heard about healthy eating before. What's so special about this? Well, it's not just about eating your vegetables. It's about choosing foods that work like medicine for your body, helping to prevent diseases before they start, and even supporting treatment for existing conditions. For example, research from the World Health Organization shows that a diet rich in whole foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean proteins can reduce the risk of chronic diseases by up to 80%. That's a game changer for anyone over 65, when the risk of conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and osteoporosis spikes. Let's break this down with a real-life story. Meet Joan, a 72-year-old retiree who loves her weekly book club and morning walks with her dog. A few years ago, Joan noticed her energy was fading. She felt stiff, tired, and worried about her rising blood pressure. Her doctor warned her about the risk of heart disease, which is the leading cause of death for older adults. Instead of relying solely on medication, Joan decided to make a simple change. She started adding a colorful salad packed with leafy greens, berries, and nuts to her lunch every day. Within weeks, she felt more alert. Her blood pressure readings improved, and she even lost a few pounds without trying. Joan's story isn't unique. Small changes like this can make a big difference. So what's the first step in using food as your ally for better health? Focus on adding more fruits and vegetables to every meal. These foods are loaded with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that fight inflammation, a key driver of many age-related diseases. For instance, berries like blueberries and strawberries are rich in antioxidants that protect your heart and brain. Leafy greens like spinach and kale are packed with vitamin K, which supports bone health and reduces the risk of fractures, a major concern for older adults, since 1 in 4 falls each year, often leading to serious injuries. The best part: you don't need to overhaul your entire diet. Start small by adding a handful of spinach to your morning smoothie, or tossing some sliced tomatoes and cucumbers into your sandwich. Here's how to make it practical. Aim for at least 5 servings of fruits and vegetables daily. A serving is about the size of your fist. A small apple, a half cup of cooked broccoli, or a handful of berries. If fresh produce is hard to come by, or expensive frozen options are just as nutritious and often more affordable. For example, a bag of frozen mixed berries can be tossed into yogurt or oatmeal for a quick, nutrient-packed breakfast. Studies from the CDC show that only 12% of older adults meet this 5-a-day goal, so making this change puts you ahead of the curve. Now let's move to our second point, choosing the right proteins to keep your body strong. As we age, muscle mass naturally declines, a condition called sarcopenia that affects nearly 30% of people over 70. This can lead to weakness falls and loss of independence. Protein is your body's building block for maintaining muscle, supporting immune function, and even stabilizing blood sugar, which is critical for managing or preventing diabetes. Experts at Harvard Medical School recommend that older adults aim for 0.5 to 0.7 grams of protein per pound of body weight daily. For a 150-pound person, that's about 75 to 105 grams of protein a day. Think of protein as your body's repair crew. Foods like eggs, fish, chicken, beans, and lentils are excellent choices. For example, a single egg provides about 6 grams of protein, while a 3-ounce piece of salmon offers around 22 grams. Plant-based options like lentils or chickpeas are not only protein-rich, but also high in fiber, which helps with digestion and heart health. Let's look at Tom, an 80-year-old who loves tinkering in his garage. Tom was struggling with fatigue and frequent colds. After his nutritionist suggested adding a serving of protein to every meal, like a handful of nuts with breakfast beans in his soup at lunch and fish for dinner, he noticed he had more energy and fewer sick days. His doctor was thrilled to see his blood sugar levels stabilize, reducing his diabetes risk. The key here is variety. Mix animal and plant-based proteins to get a range of nutrients. If you're not a big meat eater, try incorporating Greek yogurt or cottage cheese for a protein boost. A small bowl of Greek yogurt with fruit can provide 15 to 20 grams of protein plus calcium for strong bones. If you're worried about cost, canned fish like sardines or tuna is budget-friendly and packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and support heart health. Research from the American Heart Association shows that eating fish twice a week can lower the risk of heart disease by up to 36%. Before we dive deeper, let's pause to appreciate how these small changes, more fruits, vegetables, and protein, can transform your health. These aren't just tips, they're tools to help you stay active, independent, and full of life. In the next part, we'll explore how to make these foods work for your brain health, energy levels, and even your mood, with easy ways to fit them into your busy schedule. Stay tuned for more practical steps to keep you thriving. Now that we've laid the foundation with colorful fruits, vegetables, and protein-packed foods, let's take this simple habit to the next level by focusing on how it can boost your brain health, keep your energy steady, and even lift your mood. Imagine sitting down to a meal that not only tastes great, but also sharpens your memory and helps you feel happier throughout the day. That's the power of nutrient-rich whole foods, and the best part is incorporating them into your life is easier than you might think. Let's dive into our next point, using specific foods to protect your brain and support mental clarity. As we age, keeping our minds sharp is just as important as keeping our bodies strong. Conditions like memory loss or mild cognitive impairment affect nearly 20% of people over 65, according to the National Institute on Aging. The good news: certain foods can act like fuel for your brain, helping to prevent cognitive decline and even supporting mood. One standout is fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines, which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats are critical for brain health because they reduce inflammation and support the growth of new brain cells. Research from the Alzheimer's Association shows that eating fish just once or twice a week can lower the risk of cognitive decline by up to 20%. Let's meet Margaret, a 68-year-old who loves crossword puzzles and volunteering at her local library. A few years ago, she started noticing she was forgetting names and misplacing her keys more often. Worried about her memory, she talked to her doctor, who suggested adding more omega-3 rich foods to her diet. Margaret started having grilled salmon for dinner once a week and added a handful of walnuts to her morning oatmeal. Not only did she feel more focused, but she also noticed she was sleeping better and feeling less anxious. Walnuts, by the way, are another fantastic brain food. They're packed with DHA, a type of omega-3 that's essential for brain function. If fish isn't your thing, you can also get omega-3s from chia seeds or flax seeds, which can be sprinkled over yogurt or blended into a smoothie. Here's a practical tip to make this work for you. Aim to include omega-3 rich foods at least twice a week. If you're on a budget, canned sardines or mackerel are affordable and easy to add to salads or sandwiches. For example, mix canned sardines with a bit of lemon juice and spread them on whole grain toast for a quick brain-boosting lunch. If you prefer plant-based options, try adding a tablespoon of ground flax seeds to your cereal or soup. It's a small change that can make a big difference, especially since studies show that omega-3s can also improve mood, which is crucial for older adults who may experience loneliness or depression. Now, let's talk about keeping your energy levels steady throughout the day. Have you ever felt that mid-afternoon slump where you just want to nap or reach for a sugary snack? That's often a sign of blood sugar spikes and crashes, which can increase the risk of diabetes, a condition that affects over 25% of older adults, according to the CDC. The solution lies in choosing whole grains over refined carbs. Foods like brown rice quinoa or whole grain bread are digested slowly, providing a steady release of energy and keeping your blood sugar stable. Unlike white bread or sugary cereals, which cause quick energy spikes, followed by crashes, whole grains are like a slow-burning fuel for your body. Consider Betty, a 75-year-old who loves her daily knitting sessions. She used to rely on sugary snacks to get through the afternoon, but she'd feel tired and irritable soon after. Her nutritionist suggested swapping her white toast at breakfast for oatmeal topped with fruit, and swapping her afternoon cookies for a slice of whole grain bread with almond butter. Within a week, Betty noticed she had more energy to knit and even felt motivated to take short walks. Her doctor was thrilled to see her blood sugar levels improve, reducing her risk of diabetes complications. Whole grains are also high in fiber, which supports digestion and can lower cholesterol levels, reducing the risk of heart disease by up to 20%, according to the American Heart Association. To make this easy, start by replacing one refined carb with a whole grain option each day. For example, swap white rice for brown rice or quinoa at dinner, or choose whole grain pasta for your favorite spaghetti dish. If you're not sure where to start, try oatmeal for breakfast. It's affordable, easy to prepare, and you can jazz it up with fruit or a sprinkle of cinnamon. Aim for at least 3 servings of whole grains daily. A serving is about a half cup of cooked grains or 1 slice of whole grain bread. If you're worried about cooking time, many grocery stores sell pre-cooked brown rice or quinoa that you can heat up in minutes. Let's move to another key point, staying hydrated with the right beverages. You might be surprised to learn that dehydration is a common issue for older adults, affecting up to 40% of those over 65, according to research from the National Institutes of Health. Dehydration can lead to fatigue, confusion, and even urinary tract infections, which can be serious. While water is the best choice, you can also get hydration from herbal teas, broths, or even fruits, like watermelon or oranges. Green tea, for example, is a fantastic option. It's hydrating, low in caffeine, and packed with antioxidants that support heart health and may reduce the risk of certain cancers. Take George, an 82-year-old, who enjoys tending his small vegetable garden. He used to drink soda with lunch, but he often felt sluggish afterward. His daughter suggested he try herbal tea or water with a slice of lemon instead. George found that sipping peppermint tea not only kept him hydrated, but also soothed his digestion, which had been bothering him. He also started keeping a water bottle by his garden chair, making it easy to stay hydrated while he worked. Simple swaps like this can help you avoid dehydration and keep your body functioning at its best. To make hydration a habit, carry a reusable water bottle with you and aim for at least 6 to 8 cups of fluids daily unless your doctor advises otherwise. If plain water feels boring, try infusing it with slices of cucumber or a splash of fruit juice. Herbal teas like chamomile or peppermint are great for evenings. They're calming and can even help with sleep. By prioritizing hydration, you're supporting every system in your body from your kidneys to your brain. These steps: adding brain-boosting omega-3s, choosing whole grains for steady energy, and staying hydrated are simple but powerful ways to protect your health. They're like building blocks for a stronger, happier you. In the next part, we'll explore how to tie all these together into an easy daily routine, plus a few more foods to support your joints' immune system and overall vitality. Stay tuned for practical ways to make this habit second nature. We've covered how nutrient-rich whole foods can fuel your body, sharpen your mind, and keep your energy steady. Now let's bring it all together by focusing on how to make this habit a seamless part of your daily life, while also adding a few more foods to support your joints' immune system and overall vitality. Imagine starting each day with a simple routine that not only helps prevent and manage health issues, but also makes you feel more alive and connected to the things you love, whether it's dancing with your spouse, playing cards with friends, or simply enjoying a sunny afternoon. Let's dive into our next point: supporting your joints to keep you moving comfortably. Joint pain and stiffness, like arthritis, affect over 50% of adults over 65, according to the CDC. This can make everyday tasks like walking or opening a jar feel challenging. The good news: certain foods can reduce inflammation and support joint health, helping you stay active. One powerhouse is turmeric, a spice used in curry dishes that contains curcumin, a compound with strong anti-inflammatory properties. Studies from the Arthritis Foundation show that curcumin can reduce joint pain and swelling as effectively as some over-the-counter medications. Pairing turmeric with a pinch of black pepper boosts its absorption, making it even more effective. Let's look at Evelyn, a 70-year-old who loves her weekly dance classes. She used to struggle with knee pain that made her hesitate to join in. Her friend suggested adding turmeric to her meals, so Evelyn started sprinkling a half teaspoon into her morning smoothie or stirring it into her vegetable soup. She also began eating a small handful of almonds daily, which are rich in vitamin E and help protect joint tissues. Within a month, Evelyn noticed less stiffness and was back to dancing with her group, feeling more confident and joyful. Foods like almonds, spinach, and fatty fish also provide vitamin E and omega-3s, which work together to keep joints flexible and reduce inflammation. Here's how to make this practical. Add a pinch of turmeric to soups, stews, or even scrambled eggs a few times a week. If you don't love the taste, try turmeric tea or a supplement after checking with your doctor. For vitamin E snack, on a small handful of almonds or sunflower seeds, or toss spinach into your salads. These small additions can make a big difference, especially since reducing inflammation also lowers the risk of heart disease and diabetes, which are linked to chronic inflammation. Next, let's focus on boosting your immune system to keep you strong and resilient. As we age, our immune system weakens, making us more susceptible to infections like colds or flu, which can be more serious for older adults. The National Institutes of Health reports that up to 30% of older adults experience a decline in immune function. Foods rich in vitamin C and zinc can help. Citrus fruits, bell peppers, and strawberries are packed with vitamin C, which supports immune cell function. Zinc, found in nuts, seeds, and lean meats, helps your body fight off infections. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that adequate zinc intake can reduce the duration of colds by up to 33%. Consider Harold, a 77-year-old who enjoys woodworking. He used to catch every bug going around, which kept him from his hobby. His daughter encouraged him to add more immune-boosting foods to his diet. Harold started eating an orange with breakfast and added pumpkin seeds to his afternoon yogurt. He also swapped his usual sandwich meat for lean turkey, which is high in zinc. Over time, he noticed fewer sick days and more energy for his projects. These foods are easy to find, and affordable canned pumpkin seeds or frozen strawberries work just as well as fresh. To make this easy, aim for one vitamin C-rich food daily: an orange, a half cup of bell peppers in a stir-fry, or a handful of strawberries. For zinc, sprinkle a tablespoon of pumpkin seeds on your cereal, or eat a small serving of lean meat or beans. If you're vegetarian, lentils are a great zinc source and double as a protein. These choices not only strengthen your immune system, but also support overall health, helping you stay active and engaged. Now, let's tie this all together with a simple daily routine to make this habit stick. The key is to start small and build consistency. Picture your day like a canvas. You're adding colorful, nutrient-rich foods in a way that feels natural. For breakfast, try a bowl of oatmeal topped with berries and a sprinkle of chia seeds for omega-3s. At lunch, have a salad with spinach tomatoes and canned salmon, or a whole grain sandwich with turkey and sliced cucumbers. For dinner, enjoy grilled chicken or lentils with brown rice and steamed broccoli seasoned with a pinch of turmeric. Keep a water bottle handy and sip herbal tea in the evening to stay hydrated. This routine covers fruits, vegetables, proteins, whole grains, and hydration, all the building blocks we've discussed. To make it even easier, plan ahead. Spend 10 minutes each week jotting down a simple meal plan. For example, stock up on frozen vegetables and canned beans for quick meals. If cooking feels overwhelming, try batch preparing, like making a big pot of vegetable soup on Sunday to eat throughout the week. Keep healthy snacks like nuts or fruit on hand to avoid reaching for processed foods. Research from the American Dietetic Association shows that planning meals increases the likelihood of sticking to healthy habits by 40%. Plus, it saves time and reduces stress. Let's wrap this up with a heartfelt reminder. Small changes can lead to big results. By adding more fruits, vegetables, proteins, whole grains, and staying hydrated, you're giving your body the tools to prevent and manage 13 common health issues, from heart disease to arthritis to memory decline. These steps helped Joan with her blood pressure, Tom with his energy, Margaret with her memory, Betty with her diabetes risk, George with hydration, Evelyn with her joints, and Harold with his immune system. You can write your own success story, too. We'd love to hear from you. Share your favorite healthy meal or a tip that's worked for you in the comments below. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more practical tips to live your best life. Here's to feeling stronger, healthier, and happier every day. Happy birthday to you, because every day is a chance to celebrate you.